really do love this. You know, instead of, hold on. Instead of, being here lonely, I got Wilbur, I get to talk to you all, buddy. Yeah, I love you too. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Here. That's why I love Live Night. I bring life to Wilbur, and he brings life to me. And now we're bringing life to you. That's how powerful the brains are. That's how powerful the imagination is. And I'm sitting here thinking, I'm a little perplexed. I'm a little disturbed. To see information get spread across, and it's really selfish. In my perspective, in my opinion, it's really selfish to still have this whole mindset or perception of we versus them versus us, ours and theirs. How does that make sense? As far as I know, I am made up of elements of this shit. You can find elements of this whole earth inside of me. And you. You are of this land. Whether it be in South America, in Canada, in East Asia, in the Americas, like, we are all made up of this thing. And people talk about idealists and whatnot. The unfortunate thing, it appears to be that people are unable to govern themselves. There is a loss of common sense. Excuse the joke. That's what's so amazing about this time period in which we're living in. There's going to be some burn. There's going to be some pressure, and we're going to see some animals, human beings, act up. Because we're coming to a point in time in human existence where we already have results of the ways of old. And, and I just left a travel center, and I seen this. My hands were wet. I had this amazing kick-ass superhuman juice that I wish I had stuff like this while, when my pops and mother were conceiving me. It would be nice that their organs and whatever were of the elements of the earth. I might be a little bit taller, I don't know. There's so much to entertain. Could I have gone the other way? Yeah. The only reason why I didn't go the other way, and I have both arms, I have both legs, I don't know, my head's a little cuckoo. But the only reason why I would have gone that way is because the crap that has been fed to us since infants, since we were conception. There is a dent in us. I've heard this expression, metaphor, through some religious studies and whatnot, and it makes universal sense. I get it. It's awesome. If you have a pan, a pie pan, or a cake pan, or whatever kind of pan that you end up pouring something in and baking, if you put a dent in that pan, no matter what you do, that cake or that pie or whatever it is that you're cooking have that indentation in it. And that's what's been going on with us human species, us animals. You know, it's like butting our heads against the wall, trying. Jesus is real. The universe, yeah, all this stuff is real, man. We've been butting our heads trying to implement things that have produced. And don't get me wrong, this is what's so great about us human beings as well, is that we create a whole lot of great shit, a lot of amazing things, like these things like never before. Can you think about all the other commercial drivers, cowboys, you know? Woo woo. Back in the day, these cowboys were running out here with, not before even CB radios. I don't use a CB radio, but we're amazing species. Yet common sense is without us, and we continue butting our heads trying to implement certain things that are not working. Like where is the common love, commonality, the common sense to love your fellow brother and sister? They're somebody's child or son or daughter, you know? They're somebody's dad or mom. They're somebody's brother and sister. And I'm not trying to be all mushy or anything like that, but seriously, if we're coming from a state of love and a state of abundance and a state of serving and a state of humility and sharing, selflessness, if we are actually unconditional with our love, I'm pretty sure things can improve. Not 100% sure. Now I only say like pretty sure is because, you know, the more and more I come from these places, the more it comes back in return. Around the world. I love it. I'm a California, I'm a universal kid, okay? I'm a universal spirit who just happened to be born and, you know, pretty much raised in Southern California, Los Angeles. It's just Southern California, period. Not just in Los Angeles, Riverside County, San Bernardino County, just Los Angeles County. I was actually born in Orange County, the OC, you know, technically speaking. I'm an Orange County baby. I didn't ask for that shit. I just born and started learning and adapting and whatever to my region of the world. However, throughout my life and my experiences, I'm coming to understand, like, I have a genuine love for everybody. One of the biggest reasons why is because I've lived in multiple houses with multiple different cultures. White, black, Pacific Islander, Asians, Europeans, I mean, South Americans. I've lived with so many different families. And I've seen love and a lot of traits in so many different ways. There's many people that love to love. They have family too. They care and they feel. They want to give some security, some safety. They're supposedly their best. And I stop and think, like, how are we ever going to tap into our best when we're being so selfish with our love? We're being so selfish with what's been given to us. You're a fucking speck in this whole fucking universe. Get off your fucking high horse, or whatever the fuck it is you think you have, or you're like, this is all of ours. It's all of ours. I'm blown away. I get blown away by the selfishness. It's so disheartening. I really understand. When are people gonna wake the fuck up? You still think that it's fucking cool to blast on people? Send fucking bombs? Boosh! If you still think that, please go get help. It is not that way of dying, that way of passing, that way of ending somebody's life. I can say that I, with full conviction, I believe this in my heart, is not the way we are supposed to fucking die. Not the way we're supposed to pass. Not the way we're supposed to see other people. Just drop this shit and start enjoying life. Find out who you are. Find out who your creator is. Discover this one little fucking planet, one little tiny little star in this massive fucking galaxy inside of a vast universe. Get over your stupid shit, please. Start using more of your brain. Start discovering more of these elements that allow you to use another, I don't know, 9 to 99% of your brain, depending on who you ask, what science and what data and information is given us. Like, holy shit. These things actually start to rid the ailments that supposedly is hereditary. The earth, it naturally heal itself, and we will heal ourselves. And then we can see change. Real hope. With that, this is your boy Mark. You want to follow along? I'm going to record this whole process. I'm going to record my thoughts. I'm going to record my perspective. I mean, I'm 33 years old. From where I come from, where I'm at today, I love life. I don't envy, I don't see, my fellow peers, the friends that I grew up with, and even the people, our parents that went, got this supposed education, and that was the right way to go, and this, like, I don't envy their lives. The same routine, 5, 6, 7 days a week, spending a third or more of my life just to take care of my basic necessities and needs, building someone else's dream, and all, like, who says that education is right? The average American, after 4 years of graduating, the average, okay, all graduates in all America make less than $38,000 a year. Wow, hey babe, you ready for the time of your life and live this American dream or what? Kids are gonna fucking love it. It's sickening. I firmly believe if we actually break ourselves away from the cycle that we choose to be in, break ourselves away from the perpetual cycle, clear our minds, start to rid our bodies of toxins, start to quiet down all the static in this world, and really start using our brains, we can be creative. We can discover our gifts and talents. And I'm only saying that based on what I've experienced. I'm vouching for my experience. I'm vouching for the people that I've been associated with now for the past couple of years, and seeing them transform, seeing them use their personal power and take on new, one, ways of thinking, two, the habits. They start doing new things to test out what works. And they're discovering what they're good at. I'm discovering what I'm good at. I'm discovering my gifts. I'm discovering my passions. And I can only imagine more and more down the road what other things are going to unveil. Because we truly can improve. Even though we're dying and death is inevitable. Life is not over once we get married. Or life is not, it's not downhill. Like, oh, here we go. You know, once you get married and have kids, or, you know, oh my gosh, here comes the 30s. You're getting old. Like, old? The hell is old? Old is what's been taught to us. And life does not end. There's plenty of great elderly people doing amazing things. There's 60 and 70-year-olds right now that are taking on new diets, new ways of going about stuff. And they have strength and energy as if they're in their 20s and 30s. To see these reports, to see these stories, that stuff inspires me. That stuff is what lets the imagination wonder and and visualize things. Our imagination, our wonder, our sense of wonder has been so desensitized by so many things in this world that the vast majority are pessimistic. And that's why you only see a certain few actually living life on their terms. They wake up when they want to wake up. They go where they want to go. They consume what they want to consume. They eat what they want to, all that. It's really awesome to be connected and associated with a community of these like-minded individuals. They take accountability for themselves, sustaining their own lives, truly producing a service and a product from themselves, or being a channel of some life-changing products. What is it worth to you to have time freedom? What is it worth to you to have geological freedom? What is it worth to you to have emotional, mental, physical freedom? If you were to put a number on it, what is it? What is it worth to you to have financial freedom? Where you can start, you have enough capital, you make enough money to start doing more of the things that you like, or at least go discover more of yourself and what you do like, what you are good at. What is it worth to you? Is the conventional way of going about things really doing that and tapping into that to you today? Do you feel fulfilled? Are you excited to wake up like, woo! What is today going to bring me? What can I do today that will change my future? Whose lives can I actually help transform and inspire? Hey. I honestly wonder, do you wake up like that? If you don't, if you want more fulfillment, if you want more time freedom and geological freedom, and if you want a community, the people that will actually support you instead of saying that you can't, or you're not good enough, or you're fat, or you're ugly, or all these different things. The whole misery loves company shit. If you want to take that shit out of your life, and you want to hang around people that do believe in you, that do help stretch your imagination and your mind, I would actually, I'm going to say this, because I've gone down to this route. I actually have gone through a blueprint process. Like a blueprint, yeah. Like if you were to build out a house, you'd lay out a blueprint. Like, how are we gonna do this thing? See, there's these mad, superhuman life master science doctors, legends, you know, that I love them. They are amazing creatures. They get a kick, they get a drive, they like, ooh. We get to transform somebody's life and help them tap into the best version of themselves. Not what we want them to be, but what this person, what you want to be. Do you know any doctors out there like that? Do you know any humans out there like that? That were like, hey, guess what? You want to tap into the best version of yourself? It could happen in a whole lot shorter period of time than you think. I don't know who else is suggesting that to you. I am. They are. And the more and more I tap into my gifts and talents, the best version of myself, the more and more people are like, dude, I love what you got going on. I love your mind. I love your energy. I love your passion. I love your creativeness. I love your heart condition. I envy this, you know. I'm so jealous. Or, man, you're living the life. Or, you're the life of my life. You know, you're the light of my life. You light up my life. That's fulfilling. That's spiritual riches and wealth. By default, which you'll end up learning when I introduce you to these two gentlemen. By default, the capital, the finance, the means ends up just coming to you because the value that you give to the world and society. It's the vibration that you're into the universe. Spirit science, systems, processes, track records, community, love. You want that? Click subscribe, follow along, and I'm gonna leave a link down below. Really start to leverage where we are today with these smart devices and technology that enable us to be mobile and to go discover more, experience more, and above all else, the most fulfilling thing, to give more, to give to millions. This is your boy Mark. I love you. Subscribe. Blink. Don't blink. Peace.